Aruba now has an upgraded and improved healthcare system. Plus, in today's lifestyle segment, 10 facts you didn't know about Apple. And ATV's presence is making a bold statement on social networks. 15 on 15 starts right now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Yentl. This week, a major step forward has been made towards Aruba's healthcare system. A local and international partnership with Baptist Health has created a new dialysis facility for patients. Prime Minister Mike Amon, together with the Minister of Health and Finance, cut the ribbon representing the official opening to a better healthcare in Aruba.
18 months ago, I stood here and announced our strategic alliance with Baptist Health of South Florida, explaining that we had set our course on our journey to excellence. Today, we have the pleasure to announce that we have arrived at our first major station. We are here to officially open our newest department. The department is our dialysis department. In the past 3 months, we have built a state-of-the-art hemodialysis department with a completely new reverse osmosis system for water treatment in our own facility.
The brand new equipment and center will help many more patients. The new services that this center will bring can commence almost immediately.
We have constructed this facility with the future in mind. We will currently be operating with 10 stations, treating 40 patients with chronic renal failure. However, we have taken an expansion capacity to 18 stations already entirely installed, and all it takes is hooking up the equipment to the already installed infrastructure. In other words, it's plug and play.
The fact that this facility is in San Nicolas makes it an even bigger achievement.
San Nicolas deserves nothing than the best. And that is what San Nicolas is getting right here today. Once again, it's a milestone for San Nicolas. It's a milestone for Aruba, for healthcare in Aruba. It's just a great job, and the support has always been there.
Prime Minister Amon says in the bigger picture, this finished project marks a closing of a gap within the Aruban society.
So the fact that we stand here today and we have another important contribution to close that gap between economic development and well-being, of how we take care of our citizens, and especially our citizens in need, whether they are in need because of income, or they need because of their health, or they are in need because of their handicaps. A society is measured by the way it helps services and is in solidarity with the ones that are in need. And today, Aruba is proving that we are making the right steps to close that gap.
The Minister of Health, Richard Visser, was a driving force behind the dialysis plan. He had a vision to improve and better Aruba's healthcare system. This new center is just a small step to what is to come.
There is this vision that we have for San Nicolas and Aruba. There is this idea that we have. And we're working with international partners from the US, not from Holland, which is already kind of gives us an extra amount of stress and an extra amount of obstacles to overcome. But I think we can redefine care with this project.
In other local news, Tiata Air recently stopped its services to 2 destinations in Colombia, that is Medellin and Armenia. Reason being, Avianca was too strong of a competitor. With the addition of LAN Airline, we find out from the director of Aruba's local airline how this will impact the company.
So LAN will start in December, which is going to be on the route of Bogota. That's not a route that we operate. So eventually, I think it would only be more possibilities for us, because we would, try and see if we can make interline agreements, etc., with them, where we could feed passengers from other destinations in the area into Aruba, and then so they can move into Bogota. Right, thank you. So I see that as more opportunities.
As it turns out, with the introduction of LAN Airline, operating flights could actually be beneficial to Tiata Air. Good to hear. When we come back, we'll have some very interesting facts when it comes to Apple. Stay with us. At the stroke of midnight on Thursday, Apple opened its website for everyone to get their hands on an iPhone 5S or 5C. The company has been around for a while, with its popularity now growing rapidly and with its dominance in the gadget world. There are a few facts that will surprise you. In 2011, Apple sold 70 million iPhones, 30 million iPads, and 59 million other products. That's 5 products every second. Including contractors, Apple employs 760,000 people around the world. Only 60,000 of these people are employed in the U.S. The first Apple logo featured Isaac Newton sitting under the tree with an apple falling on his head. The Foxconn complex in China employs 230,000 workers to assemble iPhones. 25% of its staff live at the factory in dormitories, and starting pay is $1.80 an hour. Also, Apple made the first mass-market digital camera in 1994. It could only take 8 pictures, had less than 1 megapixel resolution, and was expensive. The first Apple computer was made in 1976 and cost $666.66. And they only made 200 of them, and the processing was 1,000 times slower than the iPad. And here comes some of the ugly facts. There have been 18 suicides in Apple's factories in China. Now, this next point is interesting. The third Apple founder sold his share for $800. Today, it would be worth $60 billion. Apple is worth almost $650 billion. That's more than Microsoft, Google, and Intel put together. One of my colleagues here at ATV is an Apple collector, so to speak, and he went online to purchase the iPhone 5S, and he was on there for quite a while because of the traffic, and believe it or not, within minutes, the gold was all sold out already. When we come back, we will have this coming up. Social media has undoubtedly reached new heights. Essentially, every company needs to make their presence online. ATV is, of course, no exception. We've recently welcomed a new colleague who is in charge of updating and running ATV's social networks. Rebecca Santos do Nascimento is ATV's social media coordinator. She wants all viewers and fans to like our Facebook page so they can be regularly informed.
What we are providing at the moment right now is, with our social media, is updating consistently with all our programs of our news, our shows that we have. So right now, all of our viewers, they can go on our Facebook and they can like our page and be continuously being updated of all our information that we have to deliver to them.
When it comes to social networks for television channels, they are able to build up anticipation for viewers. Sneak peeks and teasers can be expected.
We are actually giving like little teasers and information of a little bit of everything, so that we can like anticipate, for the people to see like, okay, what's coming next, And that's a great thing. Like if you can deliver that consistently, people will be like, oh, okay, I know I have to, that time I have to look up for this and that on the TV, or oh yeah, there's the video. I didn't saw it, but we do give it to the people so they can see it.
The most beneficial aspect when it comes to social media is the accessibility it provides to people all over the world.
One of the greatest things I believe about our fan page is that a lot of people, you could be maybe on a vacation somewhere, and maybe for students in Holland, or you could be anywhere around the world, and you can keep yourself like up to date of all the things that is happening at the latest in Aruba. So I believe that is something that, thank God for the internet and everything, that people can, be informed of everything.
So check out our Facebook page, ATV Aruba Broadcasting. And while you're at it, be sure to like 15 on 15's page as well. That's it for us today. Thanks for watching. We'll be back here on Monday night with a brand new edition of the show on location. So be sure to join us. We'll see you then.